Oh shit.
I hope this actually works, because last time I tried to stream something on my own channel, and it kept stopping and starting, so it was like
As
I
long
streamed
as
like
long
8
as
times.
as long as it's not Mexican, it will work.
No. No, no, I keep joking. As well. So, what's the purpose of the stream today?
It's
I have no
after
idea.
the faggot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, if that's just the only purpose for the stream today, then I'm going to stop the stream right now.
Okay.
Okay, it's nice being known, yeah.
Go
Bye.
slow.
What are you joking?
What language did it tweet out this video? Spanish.
It's tweeted out in Spanish.
Mhm.
I think the first time I actually streamed it, it put out in like some Middle Eastern language. What the fuck? I don't know.
Wait, I've completely forgot what did the tweet say? I forgot to change it.
It didn't say anything. It was in Spanish and said what it usually says. Otter World Day.
Otter
Otter.
World Day.
Okay.
Well,
Ta-ta-ta-na,
That hashtag is not being
ta-ta-ta-na,
used.
ta-ta-ta-na, ta-ta-ta-ta-na-na-na.
it's hashtag Otter Jesus Day.
No, that's my birthday.
I
And on that day, we shall cans your shit up. Oh, puns!
I've posted a link to the YouTube video in the group chat, which I probably should have done before I went live. And if you retweet that. So
I feel like my phone's missing.
Motherfucker.
has anyone seen the second Ghostbusters trailer?
And my hand still smells like fish from feeding the seal. Huh. Okay then.
Hey, you fed a seal?
No, I went to the marina and fed like 6 of them. It was like $6 for like 2 bags like this big of like frozen fish, but it was fun. Although seagulls are fucking assholes. They steal, and then they steal fish from seals, and then they fucking laugh about it. Fucking assholes.
Well, 'cause I live in a seaside town, and the seagulls, if you're not careful, will actually fly and smack into you to grab what you're eating out of your hand.
Oh my god.
And it's happened
Wow.
to me twice. And one time I thought my thumb was
Well,
bleeding.
Datchet, now you know not to ever ruffle any feathers.
That's terrible. Kill yourself.
uh.
Don't say that. The Undertaker's behind him.
Okay, that was pretty good. Fuck. Oh. Mm.
So, did you guys know that Mirror's Edge has a very large, passionate fan base, and it's very popular all over the world?
Yes,
I'm waiting for the bazinga.
No bazinga. It's just somebody said that, and they're turning it into a TV show.
Huh.
And they're claiming that it has a very passionate fan base, and it's popular all over the world, and it has a strong female protagonist.
well, the only way to be able to claim that is if they told him had the original. And if the original has a strong fan base, this reboot, what they're trying to do, which isn't a reboot, it's kind of a prequel, but it's a sequel at the same time.
Basically, it's a Force Awakens or the Force Awakens or whatever.
Yeah,
Rebooted.
was it? Yeah, if this doesn't do well with the original fan base,
Like there is an original fan base for one game that wasn't popular enough to actually get a sequel.
There we go. So speaking of cute fur, fuck. So speaking of cute furry animals, how's Boar?
He's still jumping off of my parents' bed, even though he shouldn't. We haven't gotten a thing for him to like a ramp or anything yet, but he's doing better.
That's good.
But he's a bad dog.
Well, and so speaking of doggos, fucking okay. So after after the vet shaved right here where a hotspot had occurred, and it's been like 4 days. Last night, okay, so the other day we had to put not just the donut on her, but because she was able to like twist her body and scratch still, we also had to put a child pool ring. Oh my god.
why would you have a child? Why would you have a child pool ring? Is it for pink sock?
Ew.
And then somehow last night she managed to actually get out of both. How the fuck?
Metal Gear Pupper.
Pretty much, yeah. And tomorrow I'll be taking care of her all day long. Luckily, she's pretty quiet and she just fucking lays in her bed most of the day if she's not either farting or she's scratching at someone's door to either go on the bed or
Pooping.
okay, she's fucking brilliant. She like if she knows someone's in the room, she will pick her ball up. She will walk over to the door. She will drop it, and then like it's like, and that's her way of like of kind of like knocking the door because when the ball falls, it's like that is brilliant shit. Oh my god. Oh.
I used to have a dog when I was a teenager that was kind of a little bit I don't know, a little bit like an idiot. 'Cause it would
As
lie.
opposed to.
No, it would lie in like a spot where it would be kind of like just a little bit of a hindrance of getting to up the stairs and into the living room and the kitchen. But when he will stand next to it, it'll just look up at you, and it was a little Pomeranian, and you could just like you can just use your foot to like slide it across the floor, and it'll still be looking up at you, and you'll just walk wherever you want to go.
So okay, so foot, I'm the dog.
Yeah, and it'll just look up at you like
Oh my
like
god.
what?
So basically, when you push it with your foot, it just gave no fucks.
Oh yeah, so like they just look up. It's just like.
G Pomeranian, G fucking G. Even though personally, I hate. Well, in general, even though they can be really cute, I hate fucking yappy dogs. Oh, everything from Chihuahuas to Pomeranians to fucking
Yorkshire Terriers.
bingo and smaller
Great
Jack Russells
Danes.
because they're oh god. So I think
And
I
you,
can I think I can accurately describe a Jack Russell.
oh, hello, Stitch.
A dog
Hey,
a
what's up?
dog on
We,
on cocaine.
we meet again.
What's up, Stitch?
Yep. Hey, how's it going? How's it going?
So, have
What's
you
up, Blue Fag?
What?
have he called you
Blue Fag.
a
A blue
what?
fag.
Blue flag.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey bitch! Mega Dollar Crystal!
Dude, you do that voice so well.
I know. Hmm.
Um,
Oh man.
have you had any dogs or pets in your past that have like done stupid things or?
With my dogs? No, I mean, I have one dog, but she does dumb things by herself. She's very lazy. She sleeps all day and barks at the dogs
Sounds like mine.
from our neighbors.
Fucking hell.
She doesn't do anything exciting.
Although
Uh,
you know, although Sage, okay, although that reminds me, sleeping because whenever mine sleeps, like probably at least 3 times a week, in the middle of her sleep, she will be like, okay, like, well, see, well, she will do one of two things, which is the weirdest thing of all, and other than that, she will just straight up go, like,
So she
what the
sleeps.
you have a
So
weird dog. 'Cause like my
yeah.
dog, like if there's
Jesus Christ.
like a like the fire truck sirens or ambulance, if it goes by, it gets up and it just starts running to the window and starts howling.
so
The
your
fuck?
dog sleep talks.
Uh, no, it wakes up instantly the moment it hears a siren, and it just starts running up to the windows and it just starts howling and howling, and then that pisses off my dad because we all
You
gotta get
are
up early in the
unfortunate
morning.
because my dog is a very, very heavy sleeper.
No, not my dog. She'll hear you from like a mile away,
Huh.
which is good. I mean, that's the one thing miniature schnauzers are known for is their
Oh,
excellent hearing.
Schnauzer. Okay.
Yeah,
Does
yeah, they
does
have.
your does your dog do anything quirky or?
No, nothing. Nothing at all. She's very, very lazy. We haven't really been taking good care of her. See, we don't take her out for walks. We just open the door in the back and tell her to go out in the backyard.
Does she give you a look like you expect me to move?
Oh yeah, she's very lazy.
Shit, son.
You should try and
Hell,
get you should try and get a treadmill and just put it on like a low speed and put her on it.
she won't run. She's lazy. Sleeps on the couch all day.
Well, if the treadmill's on at a low speed and she's on the treadmill, then she's gonna have to walk that or just sit down and fall off from the back of the treadmill. And
I guess I'll have to look that up. Anyway,
Or you could just like take your dog for a walk.
it's been so long. See, it's because like she's so accustomed to like scratching on the door if she wants to go outside. She doesn't even know what a leash is anymore. We
Oh
stopped
god.
walking her within like the first month or so.
Wait, don't you live in
oh,
like Chicago or something?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, I guess you shouldn't go outside. She'll get murdered.
exactly. Exactly.
Let me guess, she's fat as fuck.
She used to be very skinny, but yeah, she's gained a little weight.
Does she
It's
look like Obi, the obese dachshund?
A little, right.
no, it's I won't no, it's pretty healthy weight. It's not like she's not obese. She's fine.
she just has
Uh,
a little bit more junk in the trunk.
no, this is a
Okay,
pretty.
okay, okay. So Stitch, here's how you can spot a warning sign. If if you can put a blue wig on her and you recognize Randy Harper, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um, Actually, speaking of which, I went to Milo's thing yesterday.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about how he's raped and murdered.
Are we talking about Milo, or are we talking about Ralph at Arby's?
No, Milo, we're
Oh
talking
my
about Milo was
god.
gangbanged by a
Oh.
bunch of Mexican tranny lesbians live on stage, and nobody did anything. Bringing
Yep,
our brave Pansy home.
I know. I was right there, front and
And
center, when it all happened.
as soon as he sues the fuckers,
No,
I'm gonna
like he's not suing. They are gonna refund him the money that he paid.
good.
Like so, like the president of DePaul, who's in France. I don't know why he's there. Like you ought to be taking care of your school. Um, he issued, I wouldn't say he apologized to the people who organized the event, not to Milo. So like he made like a really
Bitch.
half-assed apology.
Milo doesn't deserve an apology because he got exactly what he wanted.
I know. I came in there just for that, but I was kind of hoping that he would talk a little bit more because like on my phone, I think I was recording part of it, but then I stopped recording because I realized like Breitbart had better cameras than me. So he talked for like a
Do you
solid 10
think?
minutes. Yeah, he talked for like a solid 10 minutes before he got interrupted. And the funny thing was is that that guy who went up on stage with the whistles, he sat like right next to us. He
Are
didn't
they
say
rape
anything.
whistles?
I don't know what they were. See, he was quiet the whole time, and he like got up and left in like such a. It looked like he was like upset by it. So me and another guy, me and a friend of mine were like, "Huh, he got triggered." Nah, he didn't just get triggered. He was the guy who was gonna stop this whole thing.
Wait,
Fucking Christ.
how did Milo get what he wanted? Because
How did how
would
did
it not be a big black cock?
what?
And
Milo's not even gay.
technically, it would be a Hulk dildo.
Uh, I don't know.
But
I
that's
missed your
exactly what
question.
Milo wanted. He wanted to become the story, and he didn't want to actually do anything significant. And he
Well, actually,
also wanted
it's
to create a new Mizzou, where he was the center of it, but we already had Mizzou, or
But
whatever
that's
the
actually,
hell.
yeah, that's actually the one reason why most of us came there for, you know. Milo's been on air multiple times, you know, every time he goes up on stage, you know, he explains the same things that he's been talking about for a year, only he like rewords it differently. I went in there specifically just for the protesters, you know. I was hoping something like this would happen, but
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed that he had to cancel the whole thing, and it's not the protesters' fault. It's the security that did nothing. The Chicago police did nothing because they were told not to do anything.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I was there just for the
Because
protesters.
I believe who is it? I think the chief's daughter was one of the organizers.
No,
I believe.
no. The organizers was the DePaul Republicans group, something like that. They organized it. They brought him over.
No, one of the organizers of the protesters.
Yeah, the protesters. I wouldn't say organizer. I don't know who organized it, but one of the, so that girl who went up on stage with a shirt that says "Straight Out of Chicago," she is the daughter of a professor.
Straight out of the
That,
zoo.
yeah, it's just, man.
So
'Cause
they wasn't told not to do anything because it was just the white man speaking.
no, I don't know why. See, we don't, because like, ironically, the Huffington Post, which I'm like, that's weird, you know. The Huffington Post talked to the police, and the police told them that they were instructed uh, by DePaul not to do anything, to just stand by and watch. They were, however, told to take action against the supporters and Milo.
The fuck?
Yeah,
Hilarious.
so like they let him in, but they would not give him anything at all. It's like,
And that's why I suggested next time Milo bring Mike Maw and Pizza Party Ben because security provided is utter shit.
it is. I mean, you know, I was actually thinking about uh, for a long time.
Sticking.
I was thinking about no getting Milo to come to my school because you know I was nearly arrested there and blah blah blah. Except I don't really know how to organize it. See, DePaul has an entire Republican group, whereas me, I would be the only one to organize it all.
There'd probably be other people you'd have to ask around and
There
do it
are other people. See,
individually, but
I
yeah,
don't know. It
you
just
really want your college to be like the center of a big thing that is worthless though?
Sort of. See, because like I was because like I got what I wanted going over there. I wanted to see the protesters, but at the same time, I wanted to hear Milo speak. Because I mean, I could always watch him online, but it's like you'll almost never get the opportunity to meet him in person.
You have a man crush on Milo.
Who the fuck
Yes,
doesn't?
I don't
exactly.
look at
So
him.
yeah, so I was disappointed that it was cut short, and that we have the cops to blame for that. Uh, as for the protesters, I mean, that's great. We wanted to record all that. We were all hoping for that.
And that shit was on Periscope.
All
And
that
it
None
was
of
jazz.
that matters.
and it was a
One
fucking
recorded.
shitstorm.
It was
Mhm.
amazing, dude. They closed, well, not that they didn't close down the street, but like half of the Chicago police were there, because like sidewalks and the streets were crowded. So they told like when they were there basically for traffic control. They couldn't do anything. They were told not to do anything.
Wait, so was this the school security was told not to do anything, or
The
the
school
police were?
security, the police were told not to do anything. Milo paid for school security, and they didn't do anything. Which I would just have to assume again the university told them not to help him out.
Yeah. What are they supposed to do? Arrest everyone for being there?
Arrest the guy who got up on stage and started interrupting the
But that's
speaker.
not illegal.
I mean, they have like the right to protest and blah blah blah, but then again, the whole right of assembly thing, you got to reserve like your own little section for that. You
Is
And
can't
for
go
DePaul a public university or a private university?
define public and private because like
If
if
it's
I wanted
funded by the
if
public,
I
then
mean
it's public.
it's open to the public. I mean, it's just as selective as any other school.
I'm talking about if it's actually directly connected to the state.
Oh no, not connected to the state at all. Nope.
Yeah,
The only
so
So it's a private one then.
yeah.
It's okay, yeah. I mean, a lot of schools are private. Northeastern is private. It's not connected to the state.
that
The
kind of
only
says
schools
it.
that are connected to the states, at least here in Chicago, that I know of, are the city colleges, and those are the colleges that they're really, really cheap, and they're like $100 per class.
hmm
Whereas DePaul, you pay $51,000 to attend it for 1 year.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a
So,
private institution.
Yeah, see,
Oh,
I didn't.
okay. So speaking of DePaul, so I was going through their tweets, and imagine
Spiky,
my imagine my lack of fucking surprise when one of the retweets from them was one of their students um, promoting her work for something called Black Art Matters.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Except, like I quoted on their tweet, no one said it doesn't.
No, I say it doesn't.
Oh my
Most black art is terrible. Oops.
well, white
That's
supremacists say it
racist.
doesn't.
No, it's not. It's not racist to say black art is mostly terrible. I mean, have you been to Africa?
True. True.
Well, those adverts that they ask for you to give money to help the starving children,
Okay, so look at
that's some
okay,
good black art
so
there.
Andrew kind of has a point. Look at anything done in Africa in the past. Look at any painting by Bob Ross.
Hmm.
What's the
Yeah.
difference?
I don't even know who Bob Ross is.
You don't know Bob Ross. Oh my God, dude.
Jesus Christ. Harrison!
You don't know Bob Ross. Good Lord, you've missed out on a lot.
Okay, now
You
I
missed
want
out
to
on 31
make something
seasons
clear.
of magic.
I want to make something clear though. There are black artists who are very talented, but black art is trash and doesn't matter. If it's just art, that's fine.
Here,
But
here.
if it's racial, if it's like there's that whole thing where it's like the future. I can't remember what it's called, where it's like
Okay,
black
so
people are trying to make
if
like a
the
futuristic
black
sort
part of the
Africa.
art is emphasized, it just is trash.
Yeah, it's
It
like
is- Okay, there we go.
It
There
would
we
be
go.
like saying white art is a thing. White art isn't a thing, and it doesn't matter. But there's that one thing where it's like
Bingo.
futuristic sort of African stuff. I can't remember what the name of it is, but that stuff just seems really stupid.
Um,
Like
It is. I mean, we just
Afro
want
stuff.
some good artwork, you know, because a lot of them.
I'm talking about just in general, like the storytelling and stuff. It's just really weird and stupid and so based on like skin tone. And if the skin tone is off, then that's not good enough, and you get beat up.
You know, I've seen a lot of weird works of art that have actually gotten banned for. Well, I guess this one makes more sense. I've heard of one where like somebody hanged, or they set up a bunch of nooses to hang yourself. Only they were like 20 of them rainbow colored, so it's supposed to like signify like the gay flag. Yeah,
Wow.
like 20 rainbow colored nooses.
Oh.
Wow.
hey, Spike
Hey,
Buddy.
now that is
Yo.
art. Now that's a political message right
Hello.
there.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey,
Faggot.
oh dude,
Hey, happy
your
Otter Day.
your hat. Oh my God, I saw so many of those at Milo's event. I wish I had one. I felt so left out.
I
Yeah.
wonder how much money's being made off those.
Probably a fucking shit ton.
A lot, dude. Those things
Exactly.
are cheap
That's
to
not a lot,
make and they like sell quickly.
Yeah.
Who's
So like I
Skype
saw
as well?
they're like $15 online. I'm like I was hoping they
15?
had it. Yeah, like most
Yeah,
hats,
that's
most
how much I
t-shirts, and like
paid. That's how much I paid for
I was
mine,
hoping they
actually.
had a stand in which they sold hats like that because I'd be like, oh snap, I'm not in uniform.
Yeah.
I think you mean snapback. Hat
Yeah.
puns.
You.
It'll be interesting to see like all those hats in a few years. Be right next to all the AOL discs.
Yeah, I remember those.
Wow.
Hey, those things are a treasure now.
Yeah.
Those hats are offensive to me because
Right next
America's
to
already great.
N64 cartridges.
But yeah, those hats are offensive to me because like America's already great,
No,
and
it's not.
like trying to imply that it isn't.
BuzzFeed.
That's
It
Go
could be
on.
it could be a lot better. I mean, if yesterday was any like sign of like where they stand right now, we're not as good as we used to be.
yeah,
You know,
one
because
place compared to the entire country. Excuse me.
it's no, it's not just one place. I'd say it's a lot of academia because like
Well, duh.
it's not just DePaul. You know, it's like nearly every other school. You know,
Who
hell
doesn't
even
like it?
Rutgers, UVA.
hell even at my school they call the cops on me because of
I
you
had
know
a
that.
cops call on me.
Because you look like a Mexican.
Oh no, it's because like I don't know, you got on someone's bad side from GGR, which I
And
really
Mamba.
don't. I really don't get. I don't,
I'm gonna be perfect. I'm gonna say one thing about all GGR turds. The like to me, the only thing they're revolting against is anything with any sign of intelligence.
um,
So
it's you know, if I had to say,
That's why they
um,
support Milo so much.
no, that wouldn't be it.
Well, then
No,
why do they switch
no, that's
buddy
why a lot of
buddy
them support Ralph a lot because you know a lot of people can get behind Milo.
Ralph is
I
trash.
because I
Milo is
see
Ralph.
when I was in the event, a lot of people like they were there just to see Milo, but they didn't agree on all his views, you know.
a
Whereas,
lot of people have been behind Milo.
yeah, but you know, not you know, we can't always agree 100% with everything he says.
Including tons of black men.
Yes, that's what I was
Oh
getting
my
at.
God, you had to throw that in there.
I beat you to it, faggot.
Because I know my friend Raul, he was like, he didn't agree with Milo about, you know, not having a monarchy or having a monarchy. I can't remember what he said. But I know one thing about GGR is that those guys, they like follow Ralph endlessly.
Yeah. And Milo
Doesn't
uses
surprise me
Ralph
actually.
to post things he can't legally post. He did that with Brianna Wu's like college record thing that was fake, or I can't remember. But yeah, he uses Ralph to post things that he can't legally post. And also Milo has somebody within Ralph's little clubby club write articles for him sometimes. The guy admitted it to a bunch of people at a, can't remember what meetup it was. I think it was in DC or something. But yeah, so Milo doesn't care about anything.
No,
just-
he cares about his hair and black dick.
And his
Yeah,
money
but that's not anything. That
and
is
his pearls.
garbage. Milo's
Well,
found trash that just walks
I
around.
don't think he cares about his hair, so much because
He actually does look, because I said that he looked old one time and then he unfollowed me.
he's got
Oh.
he's got a receding hairline.
Yeah, I think he's 40 years old.
He's
Really?
not 40. He
And he
cannot
dresses
be
like
40.
No, let's just like
Google.
no, let's just go with it. Let's claim that he's 40 years old. He's a 40-year-old
Milo
twink.
Yiannopoulos age.
It'll be the next Judd Apatow movie. The 40-year-old
So
twink starring Milo Yiannopoulos getting
32.
he's a
Yeah, I knew he was 40.
he's a 40-year-old old English one.
He's the,
You
Yeah,
think if I
he's
actually
the
Google
same
him?
age
Hold on.
as fucking Ben Shapiro, but he's way taller.
But Ben Shapiro is better because
He's
He's
32
like-
years old.
Little Benji.
He was born in Greece. What the hell?
That
thing what- the
that
thing that I
would
like
explain
about
the last
Ben
name, though, wouldn't
the
it?
thing that I like about Ben Shapiro though is that Andrew Breitbart thought that he was pretty good. So if Andrew Breitbart liked him, can't be that bad.
True.
And Andrew Breitbart's dead. So is his website.
Oh snap!
Now let's all kill ourselves.
Oh no!
So Spiky Buddy, how you been doing? And do you have anything to add in? Because everyone else has been speaking for a while, so I just thought I'd ask you.
I just, I don't know. I remember watching the whole entire thing, and I'll admit, just watching Milo just take that lip from that fanny pack girl, you know? Oh, God. He was just like, oh, darling, I don't give a shit.
Although the meme where he where it captured him thinking in a piece, don't you dare sass this bitch in a piece. I think that's pretty accurate.
I'll tell you what, those fanny packs, I remember when those way back in the 90s, and when the 90s died, the fanny packs died along with it.
Yep.
I guess not.
But some
I
people,
mean, just, who
it
does
didn't
that?
die.
And that means anyone who wears a fanny pack is a zombie. Kill them, please.
Do you remember those pens that have it was like one big pen with a load of different colours pens in it?
Yes.
Something.
Yeah.
Oh, those
I had
things. Yeah.
6 of those in the course of 3 years because I always lost shit.
So wait, are you talking about those pens in which you can change the color if you
Rainbow
select
pens, yes.
which ones from the the very top?
Yeah.
Those things broke so easily.
Yep, pretty good.
Yeah.
Those were just oh my, and they were $4 a piece. Fucking ripoff.
Yeah, they weren't durable at all.
Oh my god.
And it was frustrating to see them break too, because you spent so much money on them, and you're kind of just, I don't know, just drawing stuff on your tests, you know. I mean, just I hated those.
What else died from the 90s? Disco?
That was the
died-
70s, dumbass.
Well, that
No.
died at the end of the.
Dennis
70s.
Rodman died.
You know what died in the 90s, I believe? Dilbert. That was a hell of a show.
Yeah.
I can't believe how long the season was. It was 42 episodes? Holy fuck.
Oh, I know one thing that died in the 90s. Princess Diana.
Oh my god. Okay, okay.
Oh, Kurt Cobain,
True. Yes.
Well,
grunge.
he was shot by Courtney Love.
I
Although
remember when they were going to do Space Jam 2?
Is that
Yeah.
really a thing?
Yeah,
It
from
is,
what I heard, it was
wait,
supposed to be
wait,
LeBron
let me
James.
guess. Canceled.
The original director was like, guys, don't do it because that's dumb. And they're like, yeah. It's a true
Isn't that the
story.
whole point of it? The
dumb.
first one was kind of dumb.
The first one actually made sense because Michael Jordan was like internationally famous. LeBron James is just something that people talk about sometimes in
Well,
black parts of neighborhoods.
Well, the thing was is that it was set during Michael Jordan's so-called retirement during that time when he was playing baseball and everything.
I thought he was doing golf.
Golf, baseball.
Oh,
No,
It's set during the time of his first
yeah, he was
retirement.
doing baseball.
are you being racist, Otter, thinking that Michael Jordan and whatever his name that had the affair on his wife looked the same?
Tiger Woods.
Oh my god.
Tiger Woods and
Come
Michael
on,
Jordan are the same
Chad.
person.
Try harder.
Well, some people think black people look alike.
They do.
And some
They
do,
all have black
actually.
skin.
Yes, twins. Twinsies. What else died in the 90s?
Lots of people's virginity.
Tony Hawk games.
No, that's they died in the 2000s. Oh yeah,
No,
Sega.
Dreamcast came out in like 2003, didn't it?
No, it didn't. Came
Fuck.
the end of the 90s.
Oh yeah,
Sega
Because
died.
I believe MK4 was on the Dreamcast. And
Yeah,
MK4
it was on the
was
PlayStation.
like fucking ages ago.
It was on
No.
the PlayStation 1, if I
Yeah,
remember.
no. It was, MK4 slash, I believe on the Dreamcast, it was called Gold.
Yeah,
And
they
it-
added
and-
characters.
It was 3D, for God's sake. Oh my god. Like, and then, whoa. Okay, so I just pieced something together after all these years. Basically, everyone that was in Mortal Kombat Gold on the Dreamcast was in Armageddon.
Ooh.
Think about it. You have Reptile, Kai, Fujin, Sindel, basically Rain, basically everyone.
And Ben Affleck and Bruce Willis. And
It's fucking crazy because Kai had never been even mentioned in any stories or anything about MK until then, and then
Acknowledge my joke! Armageddon.
I'm good.
Isn't that about that?
Carmageddon. Mhm.
Isn't Armageddon about that news anchor who couldn't get through reading the news about a guy putting a gerbil up his ass?
Yes.
No, that was Mr. Garrison.
No,
That
It's
was
all-
Richard Gere
no.
in Scream. I love that movie. Why do they have a TV show?
TV
Why
show
do they
was
Asshole.
and it ended on a cliffhanger, which means the only way the story is gonna be wrapped up is by a crew after he died. Not
Spoiler.
fucking watching it. I'm going to make up an ending in my mind and be satisfied with it. Because
Headcanon.
just fucking no.
But now they're gonna do like a Talking Dead thing where it's like
Oh, God.
after Scream and then they talk about whatever. Why do people keep making the talk shows based on
I
shows?
don't know. It's,
Oh,
honestly,
I know one thing that died in the 90s. Roadside Raves.
Oh. R.I.P. I watch you pee.
That's
not
weird.
right.
Somebody snuck in. Anyways, who's gay?
Apart from Stitch for Milo.
Yeah. So who wants to talk about me getting swatted?
Okay, what happened?
I got swatted. Okay, next topic.
Why?
that was quick.
How long did you have to suck the police guy to get him to go away?
Just a few minutes.
For like what? Like what exactly did they say to you?
There's like somebody. Did you tweet that you're gonna shoot up a what's a tabletop store? What is that?
Oh my
They
god.
didn't even know what I was talking about.
Oh my god.
That's
Like I had to
actually
do it, like,
really,
Dungeons
really
and Dragons.
pathetic. Oh my
It's not. I don't blame them because they have more important things to do, and also tabletop stores do exist. There are a bunch of people who are like, "What's that? They're not real." They do exist,
Oh yeah, they
but
do.
I go to
they're
one
very
every Friday.
specialty. And,
Yeah.
yeah, but they do exist. So yeah, but they didn't even know what it was because they're cops and they have better things to like fill their heads with.
True.
Crystal
But
meth.
yeah, the funniest thing was that after somebody discovered that GG Revolt were the ones who did it and like doxed me on their site, I think it's been removed now because they're all about no censorship. Um,
Oh, that's interesting.
anyways,
That's like the one thing they're known for, not having any censorship at all. These guys dox people worse than Baphomet.
yeah.
Hmm.
But anyways, so it was funny when somebody found that and posted it on Kotaku in Action, and nobody gave a shit because most people don't even know who I am anymore. Um,
I gotta talk to some people about that because that's a first I've ever heard of.
well,
Ooh.
it looks really bad for them. I think. I guess. I don't know.
No, they don't care about PR anymore. I mean, come on, it's
And why they
GGR.
censor it?
I don't know. See, now that's
Ooh.
what I do want to know because
May-
I know they
We'll
probably
get
have
back.
like a I know they probably have like a no doxing rule, but let's be honest, they never really enforce their rules. We don't even know who the board owner is. The guy's practically anonymous.
Maybe they
And he's always
knew
wearing
that it
his
was a
mask.
waste. Maybe they knew that it was a waste of police time, and it's like, let's get rid of it so we can't, look into it.
No, you think
Yeah, but
the actual waste of time is that they actually bothered to to get his docs and actually call the police.
they
When
got it from Goose and Pterodax.
uh,
They
but
doxed me live on stream because I said, "You guys aren't very funny trolls," and they're like, "Ah, got your dogs. Go kill your dog." Like,
that's actually true. They're not very funny trolls. I try following Pterodax. He's generally depressing. He's not funny.
he's just. I think is it Goose or Pterodax who's afraid of being doxed?
Goose.
Goose.
Goose. He doxes people, but he's afraid of being doxed.
Somebody just needs to dox
Irony.
him.
I remember hearing somebody, I don't know where, or if I read it somewhere,
No,
but
he's just like I can't tell if he's like pretending to be retarded or he really is retarded. So I'm just gonna have to say that he is retarded because like there's like pretending, like the being ironic is not gonna help your argument at all. So like Pterodax is not funny. Goose, he's weird. I mean,
I remember him
Pterodax
like sending me a bunch of threatening tweets, and he changed his name to like SJW Books, and then I reported them, and then like, what was your plan there? Like,
I don't know. Like he really is weird because I've met a lot of weird guys on the chans, but he just I don't know. I think he's literally out to hurt himself, which is the first I've ever seen from like a line of trolls, and I've dealt with the one, not dealt, but I've met with a lot of bad ones.
but
bad
the
ones
weird
as
thing is,
in
with
they could do
Future
bad
Revolt,
things, or bad ones as in they were good at being a troll.
Um, I mean, I've met a couple of trolls in which they found like this one fat girl who kept saying like getting well, she made fun of personal trainers or she like threatened personal trainers. So what they did to her, they sent her.
Wow.
So they made one order. They sent her 30 orders of Mountain Dew with one order of breadsticks.
Oh
They
god.
they ordered Mormons to come to her house, and they issued her like 15 copies of the Quran.
That's great.
Oh, I remember somebody. Oh my God! Now I remember why I love that so much. They paid an all expense paid trip to Fat Camp. It came
Ouch.
into her mailbox, fully paid.
GG.
The bus is waiting.
GG.
Just go. I remember that. This was from Pole, I think.
Oh
Did she
yes.
go?
I don't think she did.
No.
Now, see, that's bad. Well, no,
He
that's
just
not bad.
ordered
That's
an
just
entire
funny.
buffet.
Because like I've seen, because there are other trolls that like they'll use their powers for good. This is like an old one from 4chan. I want to say like 6 or 7, in
Huh.
which there was a cat called Lucky or something like that, Rusty or Lucky, in which the owner was abusing it, putting it up on YouTube. These guys they make these guys make the like the NCIS look bad. They were actually able to analyze uh, like parts of his house from the video that he uploaded of him abusing his own cat. They found his address from that. They were actually able to make out one of the street signs, and they called the cops
Well,
on him, and
shit.
they got him arrested in like 48 hours.
Huh. GG all around. That is brilliant. Fucking hell.
But anyways, so the weird thing about Gigi Revolt and them doing that to me is I originally was supportive of them because I didn't realize that they just wanted to suck Ralph's dick. But
Same.
yeah,
A lot of them do, because like I'm gonna be honest, because like GGR, they're just the GG board altogether, because no one goes to GGHQ because the a board owner is literally taking your information and selling it to someone else if you talk shit about him. So that's why nobody goes there. But it's everything really changed. Back then we everybody was a digger. Everybody sent emails, and we loved that. You know, we all talked before we even had the term ethics cuck and blah blah blah. Now we're really divided. GGR is not the same GG we knew like from like a year ago. I think someone else explained it to me. QQ said they are the pole of video.
QQ is a dumbass. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it makes sense. He is the pole of no, not he. GGR is the pole of video.
Accurate.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
They're more like Ralph's pole.
Sort of, yes, because
Or
ironically, because like these guys.
they're they're the
What's,
pole that something wants to suck Ralph's pole. There we go.
no, I think it's kind of hypocritical. They say like they don't want leaders and such, but they like honestly, Ralph's site, any article he writes is just so goddamn bad. If I read any piece of journalism that starts in first person, I'm just gonna disregard anything you say in that article.
It's a
And
blog.
that's all, like it's a blog just showcasing his massive fragile ego. This is a guy
It's
who
really a
blocks.
blog. It's like a diary.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
guilty.
This guy, like, he blocks the people that he actually writes about. Like, you're the type of journalist that Gamergate's been trying to revolt against, and we're like falling against him just because he says the things that we like. Nah, that's not how it works, man. I mean, but I mean, I don't care. He can have his site, whatever.
Is GameGate dead now?
Yeah.
No, there's still people talking about it. Cause like every once in a while, cause like I'll tweet something, cause like I'll call something, I'll call something out, and I still get people talking about it. We're not,
Same.
cause like we're still limping, but we're still going, you know.
We just need to let it naturally die because people like
It
some
won't ever
of
will,
them think
cause
saying like, hey, this is a new op to
There
try to
will
get
always be
you.
something.
Like,
I
why would
guarantee
you want to bring more people into this sinking ship full of disease?
no, I want to say we need more Gamergates,
That's
not just of video games.
But
I want it to be of
to be
tabletops, of
fair,
card games, of comic books.
people thought it would die after a year, and now we are coming up swiftly on 2 years.
Well, yeah,
So
see, this is why I say like it's not going to die, and why we need more, because we've become basically the boogeyman for the radical left. That now, like anything pro-consumer is considered Gamergate. So these people are so like their paranoia gets the best of them. So that's why we need not just more Gamergates. I mean, well, yeah, more Gamergates of anything, whether it be in comic books,
Albumgate.
tabletops, whatever,
I agree.
anything.
Okay.
Well, it's not. Well, not just.
of tabletops, how fucking retarded is that hashtag not at my table?
Extraordinarily.
That's why I made fun of it. And then GG Revolt's like, oh, we don't want that now. We want to protect social justice warriors.
Guys,
Oh,
let's
But
Spiky
irony doesn't really, it doesn't work on a computer screen.
let Spiky Buddy speak. What do you have to
Oh
say,
no,
Spiky?
I was just about ready. I was just about ready to say I agree with Stitch on that. The fact that we do need more Gamergates. I think. I guess I've been saying this for a while now, but I think Gamergate could extend into more mainstream, like CBS, NBC, any of the like the big three here in the U.S. or maybe even Australia, Europe, stuff like that. 'Cause
But
I think
Australia's trash.
true. But yeah, I mean, like a BBC. I know they've done some pretty bad stuff. If I
There needs to
remember
be
correctly.
pedophile
BBC.
games.
Although for me, the most cringy channels, regardless of the kind of media, for me, given their one show, we all know what it is, sci-fi,
Yeah.
and BBC. Yeah, because I
Pedophile games. Make it
I
happen.
tried to watch small clips from the internet ruin my life. I watched for like I watched for like a minute and a half maybe, and I almost fell out of my chair. I was like I was laughing, but I was trying not to vomit.
Yeah, I remember seeing Suey Park's segment
She's an
and
idiot.
just thinking,
There was no denying that one.
you are the most.
That was a perfect episode. They made an entire episode about the Navy SEALs copy pasta. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
A
I
meme
remember
come to life,
Thunderfoot
gentlemen.
talked about that.
It has finally happened.
Yeah, I remember
Meme
when
for real.
Thunderfoot talked about it. And then there was the one with Brianna Wu.
Oh my god.
Oh
Guys,
god, that was such
try not
bull.
to keep
That was
interrupting
even
each
more
other.
retarded.
I love
Okay.
I love how
Guys,
I love
come on,
how they
come on.
want to actually play her.
This
Oh
is-
my god.
Try not to keep interrupting each other so much. Okay?
Okay, can I just say this one thing?
No.
Oh, okay.
You want
Yeah.
to take it? You want
Well,
to take
to what I'm
it?
gonna say anyway. Defiance was
That's-
canceled to make room for Brianna Wu.
No, I
Fucking
think it's
trash.
canceled because nobody liked the video game.
Hold on, be right back.
No, my brothers like Defiance. It's just they just stopped playing it after realizing it doesn't matter or didn't matter what choices you made within that game because
You
it
mean
wouldn't
kind of like Fallout 4?
it wouldn't have an effect on this TV show because if all the players in the game decided not to try and find a cure, then the TV show could have easily just come up with another way.
Like the TV show was a lot better than the game. It was miles better.
Well, the game clearly was just, it was kind of like, this is the first time anyone's done it, and I bet the game was probably originally just something else, and they're like, hey, let's mix it in. And they just didn't think through it very well. That's pretty much what happened.
Something like that. But I mean, if you guys haven't seen Defiance, go watch it. It's actually not that bad. I got hooked on it after a while, especially with the fan service when they got those. Okay, so it takes place in the future in which prostitution is legal, and they got. You know what? I'll just leave the rest up to your imagination. It gets better from there.
Fan
Okay,
service
then.
is bad. Don't do fan service. It's anti-art.
Oh my God, you out.
Some of the great masterpieces of fan service.
No.
Bodies.
That's not fan service. That's art.
It's-
They weren't doing it because they thought people would think, oh, I'm gonna jack off.
Oh no! Back in the day, they probably did.
No, the only kind of fan service that ended up happening was like in places like brothels or whatever, or places where people were doing stuff they weren't supposed to, like in the Greeks and whatever, where they were having like oral sex, because you can't use your face for sex apparently back then. And then they'd have like drawings that were like not supposed to be done and stuff on the walls.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
anyway.
I guess back then the biggest insult was calling somebody a fuckface.
Maybe. But I want to make a point about what you were saying, Stitch, about how Gamergate needs to happen and we need Gamergates everywhere.
Yes, because
That is
social
fundamentally
justice warriors,
flawed.
their paranoia gets the best of them.
Okay,
No.
that is fundamentally flawed because Gamergate is not a thing. What is a thing is actually not just believing what you're told, fighting against things that aren't true, fighting against corruption. That is not what Gamergate is. Gamergate was a thing that people got behind, and then it got infected with all sorts of other people that could care less about video games or anything, or corruption, and wanted to use it for their own whatever. what we need is for the people who learned something from Gamergate to eventually just go out and start doing what people should have been doing in the beginning, instead of letting this happen, letting everything get so bad. People act like, oh, social justice wars. This is just something that happened. Like, not everyone will say this, but this is just something that sort of happened overnight. It's not something that was gradually people just let happen because people just it's like, I just don't care. It's not a big deal. Because that could have been nipped in the bud a long time ago if people had actually rebelled against this stuff instead of just letting it get so awful. And now there is the opposite, the mirror that is happening that we're seeing. And people are like, no, 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 it's okay. Just let it keep going. Let the alt-right continue to just act exactly like social justice warriors because they're not powerful somehow, even though they are. And they're like, let's just let that happen. I don't want to see the exact same thing happen over again and have the alt-right in power to where they're actually directly doing things that are exactly the same. I don't want to see that happen. People need to just let Gamergate slowly die out. Because, okay, this is the thing that I had. This is why I didn't like what Palo's plan was originally, to artificially end Gamergate. Because it would create distrust among all the smaller people and the e-celebs, and that ended up just happening anyways. But I didn't want to see that to where it was like all the e-celebs were leaving and then everyone was left there to fend for themselves. But I now see that ending Gamergate is a good thing, but it needs to happen naturally. People need to stop trying to make Gamergate something because it's a boogeyman. And it's a boogeyman because it's now Gamergate's not doing anything. Gamergate is just there on Twitter and on social media and in the comments just saying whatever and defending Gamergate instead of actually going out and doing something useful like fighting corruption and exposing it.
I mean, yeah,
That's
people
not what
still find
Gamergate is anymore.
people still find corruption every once in a while. See, it's just that
Really.
one of the results since Gamergate, and I think someone else told me about this, is that there's still corruption. They're just becoming much better at hiding it.
Yeah, and both sides are doing it. It's not just the progressives.
Yeah, I know.
Both sides are doing it.
I know. I think so. Niche Gamer, like they were promoting FleetCon because Slade or Roguestar or whatever
I think you mean
paid him
shitcoin.
to go to like PAX East or whatever. Yeah, it's still happening on both sides, and we still call that out. But I think we're doing a lot more as a boogeyman
I
than we
haven't
did
seen
back then.
anybody really calling out Breitbart as much as they should be.
I mean, I don't visit Breitbart that much as like
Let's
other
stop
people do.
now.
The only like GG endorsed site I really go to is just Niche Gamer, but that's just every once in a while, because I don't rely on just journalism in general for any kind of gaming news. Like, if I'm really interested in something, I'll just go to that developer website and wait for updates. That's basically how journalism works.
Hmm.
But I mean, I want to say because we're doing a lot more just being a boogeyman. Because like the social justice warriors, like they're just eating themselves. They're giving themselves such a bad reputation. Their own paranoia gets the best of them. That they literally believe that words can kill and hurt. Which
Okay, but here's the issue with that. If it's a boogeyman, why do people still need to be a part of it? Because if no one's really doing anything, and Gamergate, everyone just kind of goes on and just does whatever they want now, and tries to fight for what they believe in, and they're fighting against a boogeyman that nobody even is there. That just makes them look stupid. But
makes
thanks
who?
to all the people that want to defend Gamergate, they go out of their way and will go on Twitter and be like, "Oh, you're stupid" or whatever because you said this thing about Gamergate, blah blah blah. It's like, well, they can just point to that and go, "See, we're not that crazy. There are people that are mad."
Um,
I
if
mean, I mean,
anything, as I say,
I
if
mean,
anything, the way they
well,
probably would see it is
Let Patrick speak, please.
I was speaking and then you interrupted me.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, if anything, I think they don't really see it as a Pokemon as a way of increasing traffic to the site or the articles or whatever they want the traffic for. So all they had to do was just drop in game again and say, oh, it's. I mean, this is why the Ghostbusters trailer is so do it so bad because it's Gamergate's fault, and then they know that they're going to get traffic because they use
Exactly.
Gamergate. So it's more of an advertising.
It's not really
Sense.
Boogeyman. As much as you want to believe it is, these people that write this stuff don't actually give a shit about any of it. They're doing it because this is what the internet is now. Is you write weird garbage and then you have these dumb shitty ads that, like, oh, you might be interested in these fat celebrities that may be naked. Why would anyone want to click on?
Let me point something out.
Are you okay?
That's an
Is he? Are you having a stroke?
Jimmy?
that's an ad.
No.
Okay.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Somebody get us dog so we can call the ambulance.
And then we can have a SWAT team go and arrest whoever is molesting him. No, but yeah, the internet
that was too easy.
has destroyed journalism in a very real sense.
Which is good.
because It's good, but it's also not good because people still rely on the old model of clicking on these things that get a sense of outrage in your brain that you may not realize. It's like, oh, that's outrageous, and you click on it. That's clickbait. Everyone's doing clickbait instead of doing that.
For the big dog.
Are doing things for themselves. It's not that hard to research something, and I don't even know what I'm saying, but yeah, GamerGate is just like nothing. It's a place where people can just send each other memes now. That's all it really is. I used to think I don't want it to
So
end
it's
ever.
a meme machine.
I mean, I don't want it to end ever either. You know, I wish we'd go back to
I used to feel
just back to the old days when we just start digging on like Kotaku and stuff, like start discussing, you know, what can we do to really hurt their numbers, and we send emails all the time. You know, we've definitely changed since then. We were a fool to think that it would stay the same. I mean, I still believe that the ride never ends, but it's not going to be the same ride until I don't know how many years or days from now, whether it does or does not die naturally.
well, the ride is not called GamerGate. The ride is called Life.
It's a small world.
If any, if anything, what I think one way that would probably get Gamergate a bit more efficient. I'm not sure if that's the right word to use. Is whenever it's like name dropped in articles or blamed for anything, just like ignore what it's blamed for.
That would be probably good.
Yep.
But you can't control everyone. That's the thing. It's like that's why
Yes.
instead of trying to either make Gamergate great again or to try to end Gamergate, people just need to not act like we need to keep it going ever. Just need to when you personally realize that Gamergate is over for you, you just need to stop and then troll Gamergate. 'Cause that's fun. I do it. I'm sorry.
Do you have
But yeah.
any thoughts on what we're talking about, Spiky Buddy?
Just pretty much, I pretty much am in agreement that right now Gamergate's kind of stilted a little bit, stalled. I guess it's the right word. Sort of.
It's because we're not sending emails. We're not hurting Kotaku's numbers. I say
Yeah.
one of the things.
Kotaku's dying. I agree.
Although what did hurt Kotaku was a Hogan leg drop, brother.
Yeah, that's going to be what destroys Gawker. There's nothing that Gamergate can do about that now because they're being attacked by outside forces that have nothing to do with Gamergate.
Hell, thanks to Hulk Hogan, I'm just watching Gawker, just tumble down.
Hogan
Just
may
Let's be fair. Thanks to the guy
maybe
funding
a wife-swapping drug addict, but I mean, he's the reason that Gawker's dying.
yeah.
And I mean,
Let's give credit where credit's due. It's the guy funding Hulk Hogan's case. Apparently, Hulk
True.
Hogan did not.
Yeah.
I would think Hulk Hogan could fund that thing himself.
Yeah. That's why Gawker's like, well, somebody, and it's like, well, duh. But yeah, it's people just need to get away from this mentality of one of the problems with Gamergate and why it became so awful, for me at least, is that there was this idea that no matter what anyone does, if they support Gamergate, then it's fine, and you shouldn't try to like point that out, because if you do, then a bunch of people hate you. But it's exactly what happened with social justice warriors. Like there might have been legit things that people cared
Oh,
about, like
okay. So, you
feminists
got
cared
into those
about.
kinds of issues.
But yeah, but it ends up becoming toxic because anybody anybody who was friends with social justice warriors or feminist friends or whatever in any field, you can't call them out for toxic behavior because if you do, then you're the enemy.
I mean, you got to call them out for stuff like that. That's why you're friends.
Well, that's what a real friend does. But when you don't, then you're probably not really a real friend. And that's exactly what's happening.
Conundrum.
It's become poison, and basically, what Gamergate is nothing. It's nothing at all. It's nothing.
I
People need
still
to
believe I
wake
still
up.
believe that it can keep going because I mean
You
with
believe
God
that the fight
with
for ethics can
It's
keep
just
going.
kind of stagnated.
I mean that fight for ethics, we won that a long time ago. I mean, because like I'm all for ethics, but I just don't care about ethics anymore. I just want gaming journalism to have such a shitty reputation that it becomes no longer credible. That to
That
the average gamer on the streets, if you ask them what gaming sites do they go to, I want to hear them say, "I don't visit gaming sites." Because we could have a 100% ethical press, but if we do not get them to fight for the consumers, if we do not get them to fight for the gamers, all of that means nothing
hmm
because they will continue to write gamers or dead articles over and over and over again. They will continue to write such terrible things about gamers where now it becomes mainstream, where now that just becomes like common knowledge to every other person on the street. Oh, I thought you gamers were horrible people. No.
I've never heard anyone say that outside of somebody writing an article
Oh,
because
I
they.
hear that all the time. Don't ever tell a
Yeah,
girl you play video games.
But
That's a
yeah.
that's one thing.
huge.
Don't tell girls that you play video games because, yeah, unless the girl's a gamer, just keep that to yourself for a while.
I mean, I hear that a lot because like if they ask me, oh, what are my hobbies, they kind of expect me to say, oh, I'm into hockey. Every once in a while I play baseball or basketball with my buddies. Like, nah, I uh, I play video games a lot, and then I get like, oh, and they kind of walk away. I'm like,
Video games are
okay,
always going to have a stigma though, because they're video.
exactly. But where did that stigma come from?
It came
Nintendo.
from the fact that you spend a lot of time in a room by yourself usually, or with people on the internet.
That's I mean, you could equate
Although
that with a
back in the
whole bunch of other
days
things. You could
where
equate that with people
people
reading books,
in the
the fat guys
landlord.
watching football. How come there's no stigma on that? But there
Because
is with
that
gamers.
usually involves other people with you. You go to bars and stuff. There's not a
Uh,
lot of gamer
but
I
bars where
didn't
people
for a
go and play
while.
games.
but you could stay at home reading books. You could stay at home watching football, eating chips, being a fat slob. There's almost no stigma on that. Hell, it's kind of patriotic for you to watch football on the couch by yourself.
I know
But then
While
again,
having apple pie.
that stigma can loosen up. I think with time.
I
Uh,
think
With
it
time.
has.
yeah, with time. I mean, sometimes I think like look at the comic book industry, where it used to be, comic books caused rage. Same thing with video games. Same thing with movies.
Fucking Jack Thompson.
Yep.
They said the comic books like encourage children to act badly,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
Batman was gay.
There was a saying, comic books will rot your brain.
Yeah, there
But
was like
most things
com-
will, honestly. Like
like
football will
authority out
watch.
if I remember correctly.
It's terrible, boring shit.
But see, that's just one of my issues. I mean, I'm all for ethics and such, but none of it means anything if we can't get the press to fight for its own readers, for its own audience. They're all
None of
in
it means
this.
anything
I
if we
agree.
can get the press in general for everything to be ethical, and nobody is really fighting for that specifically. And that's the problem. People were just focusing on video game journalism instead of focusing on everything. And that's too hard. That's too hard for just a bunch of gamers to do. But instead of trying to make it like Gamergate, make it big again, just make that a standard for people to expect from journalism. That's if you have like a hashtag, that is not going to help you with anything. when what your ultimate goal is to go to people that aren't going to be on Twitter or that you don't even know. That needs to be a standard, ethical, whatever. It needs to be a standard. And Gamergate that's clearly not what Gamergate's about. I don't even know what Gamergate is about anymore.
Well, I kind of have different views on it. See, right now, I'm fighting for like more consumer advocacy.
Yeah, but
Uh,
why does it have to be tied with Gamergate?
it has to do with video games in general, doesn't it? Because if the gaming press is not going to do it, someone else has to, and that has to start with the gamers themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, just recently, okay, so we know that clip of Polygon playing Doom. It was terrible.
Yep.
That
There
was
have been
bad.
there have been 3 articles defending the guy who played that game
Arthur
terribly.
guys.
Well,
Three
duh.
three articles. We should not accept that at all. We gotta call out that guy who played that game and
Why
played
that guy?
terribly.
Already done.
Why not call out the articles?
Yes, we call out everything, but right now I'm just talking about this example. We got to call out just all the journalists there. These guys, I mean, their entire jobs as journalists is just to shill games. That's it. The hardest part about their jobs is literally playing it. Playing games is your job. If playing games is your job, why are you so terrible at it? I posted a video of my 8-year-old baby brother playing the game. He played much better than the guy who played Doom
Wow.
from Polygon.
Okay, so I guess you could say Arthur's rep as a gamer is doomed. That was way too easy.
Wait, so where was I with this? Oh yeah, 3 other articles defending the guy who played terribly because it's about his experience, not about consumer advocacy or whether or not he needs to understand the game. Yeah, you do. You know, I don't care about your experience. I want to know whether or not the game is worth my time. And if you cannot play the game good enough, I mean, it just shows to me that you just don't know how to play games in general.
Makes sense.
I mean, to review games, you got to have some sort of, knowledge or understanding of how it works and how it plays. I don't read that many books. If I were to pick up a George R. R. Martin book and just start reading it, like my literacy skills are not that great, so I would give a terrible review of the book because I'm not that big of a bookworm. If you were to review something that you just don't know about at all, why should you be reviewing it? And that's one issue at Polygon, and now I'm in trouble. You know what?
And that reminds me.
Yeah, hold
You
on.
know what was
Yeah.
really fucking bad?
Uh,
I can't remember who actually said this, but it was but I want to say Kotaku because I mean the odds are pretty good here. That I believe someone's review of Doom was basically I can't finish it because it's too gross, and that was it.
That's Polygon.
I think that was
Okay
another
then.
game. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll
was
continue this
Starcraft
another
0.
time. I really gotta go. Everyone's nagging at me. I'll catch you guys later, all right?
Okay,
Alright,
have a good night.
Ah!
Later,
See ya.
Stitch.
See ya.
Popular friend.
Is he gone?
No, he's still here.
I'll just mute him.
Anyways, I disagree. What, Mom?
Are you going to eat anything?
Maybe. I'm on a stream.
Well, sorry.
Oh.
Who's been sitting up there?
I don't think you have to be super good at video games to be able to review them. Because video game reviews are not meant for only hardcore gamers. They are meant for the general audience.
Well, you don't have to be good to review him. I mean, as long as you've played enough to get a feel if the actual mechanics of the game are working or not. Then
Well, I think one of the things is when you review a game, at least with my kind of philosophy, I think how easy is a game to pick up and play. If it's not, I mean, that sort of reflects in how with that Polygon art video. I mean, I guess it all depends on the person who's playing it or whether something like that. But I think if you, I think if you can pick up and play a game and not be super good, then yeah, that's okay. But if you
If you
can't take a,
are, then that means the game's probably not very good then.
true,
Maybe.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So
Well, if you pick up the game and you're super good, then it's not good. The game's not good.
good point.
But video games are so much more complicated than like a black or white issue with this.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone would be like either, oh, they're terrible at video games, they're the worst, oh, they're not even gamers, they shouldn't be allowed to write video game things. Well, that's stupid.
Well, they can't. I mean, they don't have to be good to review the game, as long as, like I said, they
You have
can.
to be decent.
You have to be decent enough to be able.
Level.
You'd have to be decent.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, you have to be decent enough to obviously be able to know or not if the mechanics are actually good in the game. But if you're doing like a first look and it's meant to show gamers or your viewers or readers what to expect from the game and the feel of it, then obviously it's not a good idea to put somebody who doesn't even know how to aim.
I honestly don't think that guy was actually that bad at a video game. I think they did that intentionally. I personally think they did that intentionally, and they got exactly what they wanted. Lots of attention. Polygon is not concerned about quality. They're concerned about attention, and they got it.
So it's basically a video version of clickbait.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
That clickbait is just clickbait no matter what. It's not like there's versions of it.
So it's like visual clickbait, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it was on YouTube, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it
And
was on
they
Polygon's
have
channel.
ads on there.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously some people had ad block on, but not everyone's gonna.
Yeah,
Especially the people who are like, "Oh, Gamergate's mad." They go and look.
Yeah, I never really thought about that way before, actually. So, I mean, yeah, it kind of makes. I guess it kind of makes sense that if you're going into that with that kind of mindset. So,
Not everyone will have ad block on, but I think a larger than normal amount of people probably would have, given the fact that it's about gaming.
And like basically, Gamergate wanted everyone to forget about Polygon, like to basically not think of them as anything. At least that's what I thought. And then suddenly, like they play a game like so bad that it doesn't even look like it's like real. Like from what I saw, that looks like somebody intentionally was doing that. Like I don't know for sure, but it was really bad, and everyone gave it attention. Why are you giving attention to Polygon? It's basically like somebody did a bunch of dumb stuff, and everyone's like, ha, and then they're just ignoring them, and then they're like, look at me, I'm cutting my head off, and then everyone looks, and then everyone gives them money.
yeah.
None of this is black and white. That's one of the things that I've been dealing with is like, I realize I'm extreme moderate. And then people are like, that means that you're on the opposite side of whatever I'm on. No, it doesn't. It means that I want to actually think of things instead of coming at it from like with a colored lens of whatever side I'm on.
Yeah, I definitely hear you there because I can't go a day without hearing people talk about being like entirely left, entirely right, entirely conservative, entirely liberal. There are ideas from pretty much every kind of stance and party that I like or I despise or I love or I'm like, whatever. I just, for fuck's sake, people are just like, okay, I like it's like there are some idiots out there who are like, oh, one good thing here, I'm all in. Retards. Oh my god.
But I consider myself really conservative, but I'm an extreme moderate. It's confusing.
Does that mean you take a more level to like be kind of centered on needs? Mean on a topic?
I've been learning to take what I personally believe and push it back a ways and try to just look at things like just try to look at things and analyze them without coloring it a certain way, which ends up making me feel really bad sometimes. It's hard, but I choose to do this. So I just I saw the extremes in Gamergate and then with the alt right, and it's like that's not what I wanted to see happen, because it's clear that the alt right and social justice warriors, Gamergate and anti-Gamergate, are in a symbiotic relationship. They can't exist without the other one. At least I personally feel that. And they're feeding off of each other. Milo did that exactly the other day. He fed off of Black Lives Matters. He used them to get attention for literally doing nothing important at all. We already knew this kind of stuff happened. And a student journalist exposed it at Mizzou. But who cares about that guy? He's just an Asian with a camera.
Mm.
What's to say? It seems like it's a lot of just PR and marketing. Like do something like that, then obviously you're gonna get talked about in certain circles.
Yep.
And that just increases people like who is this guy? Just Google him.
Yeah. And like it's not like Milo is just this person that has no connection to any media outlets. He literally runs one section of a significant media website and has media friends in other places. It's exactly what happened with social justice warriors. They had friends, and then their friends defended them, and they would go out of their way to cause problems and say ridiculous stuff to get people mad, and they got attention and they got money. And it's not like okay, people might be like, well, Milo isn't using Patreon or whatever. Milo sells swag. He's making money.
Yeah. Just differently.
Well, it's
Although,
almost
to be fair, triggering people by wearing it is kind of fun, to be honest.
maybe personally that might be fun, but what's the point? I'd rather people just like try to act like people instead of live in the real, basically live like they're on the internet in real life, in person. I don't want to see that happen. Because the internet's pretty horrible.
You don't have to worry because supposedly society is or civilization is showing the signs that it usually shows right before it collapses. So
Yay.
sooner or later, civilization is going to collapse.
Go Dark Ages.
Yep.
And then Mitt Romney will actually fit in. Oh, I have been sitting on that joke for fucking about 4 years.
I didn't think it was very funny, I'm sorry.
You are bad and you should feel bad.
Pretty much.
You
If I
probably
could,
messed
I
underwear.
would.
Your
I'd find that
mom-
gif of the person getting the text where it says "No one likes you," and then I'd send that to you. But I'm
Ouch.
Cyberpunk.
That was a bit bitchy.
Okay. So who wants to hear an animal joke?
I don't know, maybe me.
Yeah, go ahead.
What do you call a dog that's obsessed with time.
Don't know.
A
don't know.
watchdog.
Ah,
What again?
I didn't hear.
Oh boy.
I actually saw that on the way home from the wharf. That wasn't too bad actually.
Can
Although
anyone else?
it's still utter fucking heresy that I didn't see one otter. God damn it, man. And
Hey.
seals.
Well, the seals ate the otters. So,
Bullshit.
if you think about it, you did see an otter. It's just that if you
Well,
had
to be
clear
fair,
vision.
I think otters could actually kick a seal's ass.
No.
No, because otters would gang up and then rape the seal to death.
Pretty much. That's right.
Also,
Seal right.
Seal rape.
Hey, bitch, guess what? Your lips are sealed.
So
Oh, that pun.
can anyone else think of anything that has died in the 90s?
Surge. The can of Surge, I think, died.
Pogs.
Pogs.
I
Buzz
collect
Half,
Cola.
half of the Golden Girls cast.
Probably a bunch of African countries that we can't remember.
Oh, snap.
That designer from Versace.
You're gay.
No, I'm
Ooh, the
Jackson.
Soviet Union!
Oh yeah?
They died in 1991.
Huh.
I win.
Bill Clinton's political career?
Oh, what? Wait, Hillary's vagina.
Monica Lewinsky's cigar usage. What?
Frank Sinatra.
Oh.
Ouch. That stings a little because his son died like last month. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
God damn it.
Whitney Houston's music career?
No, that was still sort of going until she died.
No. People replayed her role in
Guys,
music.
She released a new album, didn't she?
I promise you, I will. There is one thing that will happen that will signal the end of me ever making another meme again. When Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston become drug free.
I miss the reality show.
Crack
I
is
never
whack
watched
though, y'all.
I just liked Mad TV making fun of it because they were always like just like eating cocaine and huffing
Mad
gasoline.
Magazine was funny though.
I never read the magazine, but I like
Five
the
versus
show.
five.
They're bringing it back. They're bringing back Mad TV. Mad
No!
Yo.
I like I like Whitney Houston. One of Whitney Houston's interviews. I think with Barbara Walters. I think it was where she was asked does she do crack, and she goes, "No, crack is whack. I make too much money to do crack."
Is that real? Is that like a real thing, or is that Mad TV?
Well, the crack is whack part maybe, but that she actually did say she makes too much money to do crack.
Oh, I think Mad TV made fun of that, and then they like she goes on and lists all these different things that she does. Like she ends up saying something about gasoline, and oh man, I love Mad TV. Deborah Wilson was amazing. She was the one who did Whitney Houston.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was an amazing impression.
They were like at one
nothing
point.
beats my Stitch. Nothing.
She also did a really good Oprah, but at one point they like Mad TV had some of the best impressions and actors and stuff on I personally feel on television.
Did she do
It's so funny.
Did she do Mariah Carey in Whiteface?
I don't know. Why would she be in whiteface?
I remember seeing a Mad TV skit where it's like Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey singing.
Maybe he was actually. Okay, I'm looking at all her celebrity impressions. Diana Ross, Beyonce, Vanity, Spurter, I don't know, Felicia Rashad, Mariah. Yeah, she did do Mariah Carey.
Oh yeah, I remember Michael McDonald did Dr. Phil. Absolutely Oprah.
And Spock, how does that make you feel?
Absolutely Oprah. You need
I
to get real.
I watched one my TV skit about Oprah when it was like we can only afford like one thin camera, so it switched between thin Oprah and fat Oprah.
Oh God. Oh, speaking of things that died, you know one TV show I really fucking miss?
But Ghostbusters cartoon.
Undergrads.
Is that an MTV cartoon?
I think it was on Adult Swim and Teletoon. Like it was like really late at night at like fucking well, I was a kid, so like fucking like 10 maybe 11:30, and it was hysterical.
Yeah, I was on MTV.
In the US, at least.
One
Yeah, it
season
was
and then gone, and then gone. I was like,
13 episodes.
oh my God,
And
so
that was
short.
in 2001.
Oh, that didn't die in the 90s.
It was shown on
God damn
Teletoon in Canada.
Oh, I think kind of what died in the 90s. That racehorse that was worth like a shit ton of money that was kidnapped.
Oh wow, getting dark, eh? That shit, fucking hell.
Well, it got dark when I said Princess Diana died in the 90s.
Now tell about the
Oh,
Princess Diana
shit.
jokes, and then we'll end the stream.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But we should end, or at least I need to leave soon.
Do you know any Princess Diana jokes?
Okay. I just thought of one right this second. I don't know how good it's gonna be, but how do you know your car is a royal blood?
I don't know.
If that of Princess Di is leaking out of the trunk.
Oh,
Ew.
dark.
I just saw that on the spot. I took a swing.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
I don't know.
Because it wanted to reenact Princess Diana's death.
Oh,
That was terrible. It was funny.
Oh,
Oh, geez.
that's a bitch.
Like every day on the anniversary, they put a chicken in a little remote control car and then crash it across the street.
Oh God.
Someone needs to make that in a little cartoon.
Into a meme, yes.
The Maymays and
Okay.
Swans.
Speaking of memes, I have a serious question. I know. Like the concept of a serious question about memes is kind of ironic, but
Why so serious?
Do you want to know the true market value of
I'm
a rare
actually
Pepe?
curious as to when or if Pepe will die out. Because he's been around for ages. So he's an old tired meme.
Why is there no Otter Jesus Pepe? That would be the most rarest of all.
Well, perhaps Namor should make it after he's done making my otter with a link hat and a fucking scouter.
I have a feeling he's not going to do that.
Son of a bitch.
You'd have to pay him.
Oh, man, I'll do it. Save money.
I've searched some Princess Diana jokes up on Google. I found one which is what's the difference between Princess Diana and Casper the Ghost?
I remember that one. I can't remember what the punchline is.
Casper can go through walls.
Oh, yeah.
That was. Oh.
Oh,
That was
dude.
great.
My grandma was a big fan of Princess Diana. Like, Grandma, you live in Oregon. What's wrong with you? We like left Canada. Oh wait, no, that's my that was no, but I don't know.
Why is Diana like a mobile phone?
Oh God.
They both die in tunnels.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Hey, what's
Okay, that was fucking dark. GG.
hey, what do Lady
Oh.
Diana and Pink Floyd have in common?
Oh
The
my
wall.
God damn it.
God. Whoops.
No, it was. I think I saw that one.
Okay. Officially, I'm changing that joke to Princess Diana, Pink Floyd, and Trump.
What does Diana stand for?
I don't know.
Died in a nasty accident.
Man. Oh my God. It works. Holy shit. Oh. Wow. You
Did you
savage
know?
faggot.
Did you know that Princess Diana had AIDS? Automobile impacted Diana Spencer.
Ew.
Oh my God.
Wait, so Kathy Young wasn't able to join us because she was busy at a fancy party.
Okay.
Ah!
Too fancy for otters?
No
What's
more
the
other.
What's the difference between a Mercedes and a Porsche?
Go on.
Diana wouldn't be seen dead in a Porsche.
Oh,
Oh.
oh my
Okay,
God.
I'm gonna go. You guys keep going, I guess, if you want.
Oh my
You go
God.
now.
Jeez.
I need to eat and probably walk 4.
Say hi to her for me.
No, that's forbidden for me to do. Boy is a #1 dog and don't talk to strangers.
Good Dada.
What did Di wear for her funeral?
Oh God.
A dark blue bonnet.
That,
I don't get it.
that was the car.
Oh my
The
God.
bonnet of the car.
Fucking
I'm gonna
hell.
stop for now. Thanks for watching, and that's it. We'll wrap it up later, hopefully. So goodbye. Make sure to share with your enemies.
When I started the stream, it said I could stream for 8 hours. So
Uh-oh. Anyways,
Mm.
bye.
Yo,
see,
see y'all.
oh, you're going now. You're all going.
That's it?
Yeah.
We shall go down with the ship.
No.
Yes.
Okay, listen.
Or we at least find a new captain, tongue punch his fatbacks, make him drive, make him sink, and just fly away.
I'm going to say a couple more of their jokes before I end.
Yeah.
What does a bee have in common with a Mercedes?
Oh God.
They both
What?
make royal jelly.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
Wow.
Oh my
Wow.
What's the difference? Oh, fuck's sake. What's the difference between? Let's see. Tired. I was surprisingly I was up at like fucking 10 after 8. Usually I'm up at like noon, maybe 2 o'clock. But because it was Otter Day, I was up bright and early. Fuck yes.
What's the difference between a Mercedes 600 and a can of Spam?
Not sure.
They give you a key to get the meat out of the cow's span.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh. Oh, jeez.
What's the difference between a Mercedes and Princess Diana? A Mercedes will easily reach 40.
Wow. Dust Brown.
That's pretty dark.
Yeah.
You know what's darker? Christopher Reeve's body after the house fire.
Mm.
Well, I have a brand new Rogue to Gear. Fucking spent $50 on a pre-order for Legion, and boosted a Rogue, and he has like shit for gear. So I gotta run like 12 raids, and which takes with the wait times included, probably takes and this is assuming that nobody fucks up. There's still 8 more raids for me to do that I can do right now. It'll probably take like 3-4 hours minimum. Fuck.
One last joke. What does World Hunger and a Mercedes have in common?
Not sure.
Then I can't stop either.
Oh god.
That's the last time. On to the racist ones.
Jesus Christ, Agent.
Nah, I'll stop it now. So I'm gonna stop the stream. It's been nice talking to y'all.
Yes.
Sorry, I've been so quiet, guys.
It's okay.
Who's talking?
This is Legs or Tane or whatever.
Holy shit, man!
I can't actually see you.
Oh, jeez.
Are you Spanky Buddy?
Mazeva.
It should be Tane Silverwolf, I think.
I don't see anything. Funny
Oh,
Funny
I've been
enough,
stealth this whole time.
I see. I still see Andrew and Stitch and
Oh.
Spike.
Okay, I don't see those two, but I actually when I go into the stream, do see I do see Ian along with Reality's Edge. Oh, okay.
Really?
I completely.
I gotta see this.
I'm now looking at.
Okay, now I see it. A Japanese flag with, I believe, a robot otter on it. Nice.
It's Mecha Godzilla there.
Godzilla, run!
I tried to change it to an otter so it'd be a little easier to identify, but I guess it didn't update.
Okay,
Oh, well.
so one last thing I want to say is I fucking love American Dad. So within the first 10 episodes of the first season, it mocked feminism, people who want gun control, Muslims, Islam in general, and let's see, the extreme environmentalist tree huggers, all in 10 episodes. Well, in a span of 10, but only done in like 5 or 6.
So
Now that's
they
efficient.
avoided the gooey goodness of anal discharge.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So how long have you been in the hangout team so war for?
Lex!
Oh, I've been in here for quite a bit. I was having mic problems at first, so that probably didn't help.
Okay, so, yeah, when... So, Legs, how about... okay, so I'm... You know what's fuck... You know what's kind of fucky? I tried to do Firelands earlier on my Rogue, and it said you need to be level 85 or higher while being a 100,
Oh,
and yet it allowed me to do ICC just fine.
that is weird.
So I put in a ticket even though there was no proper area for it. God damn it! And now I'm waiting it says the average wait time is like it's like a hair under 2 days. Jesus Christ.
I'll keep. I think I'll keep streaming a little bit just so that way it reaches like 2 hours. This is
Alright.
an hour and 45 minutes so far.
Thanks, Paul. Oh yeah, so
Uh-oh.
Legs. So this Tuesday, what do you assuming this issue with my rogue is all cleared up by then? What do you say to doing? Wait, do you have a level 100 tune on Alliance?
Not on Alliance.
Although I believe I saw an 85
I
on your
have
on the fucking B tag.
I have a whole bunch of 90s, but I
Okay
don't
then.
have any actual
So
hundreds.
how about we run? Let's see. Not necessarily in this order, but Bastion of Twilight, 25 man heroic. Firelands on I guess normal because you have to beat it on normal then heroic, and then pretty much anything else that strikes us after we are done those two. Oh, we could do 25 man next because that old gear just looks so good.
Yeah,
What
it's
game?
crazy.
What game are you nerds talking about?
Warcraft faggot.
The good old World of Warcraft crack.
Okay, speaking of crack, you know what's really sad? For the longest time, I thought Moonguard was just complete pervy cancer and just the worst server to ever exist. And then I found out about Proudmoore. Kill me. So basically, Moonguard is the breeding ground for erotic roleplay in the game. I'm not even shitting. And basically being as cringe as as cringe as you want to or possibly can be. Now that sounds kind of bad, does it? Right?
Is there any nudity when they role play?
Nope. But
Yes.
so that sounds kind of bad, right?
Yes.
The server called Proudmoore. I believe its population is at the medium level, and its population consists mostly of legit SJWs.
That erotic role play with each
Who?
other.
No. Just really annoying morons who will actually report you for anything. If you say if you say a double entendre, they will report you. If you say if you link a trade chat meme I don't know something, and then
Daily dose.
something for the children. They will someone will report you, and because the system is just kind of broken enough where if enough people report you, you will be looked into.
So if you said something like gas to Jews,
It doesn't even have to be that. It can be like I like I like the man who had a pencil mustache, and they will fucking just report the shit out of you. They're that bad.
so it's safe to say to avoid that server.
Yeah, it takes a lot to make a server full of pervy shit look good, but god damn it, Proudmoore does it.
I've seen screenshots where they have guilds advertising that no cis people allowed.
Wow. Yeah, Proudmoore is officially cancer.
So does anyone actually go on that
okay,
server?
so I'm
Oh,
actually considering making my own guild. I'm either going to call it Milo's Darlings, or
could you call it sloppy donkey dick?
okay, I just thought of I just thought of the perfect pun. Systematic destruction. With
boy.
with the start of the word systematic being CIS.
You should call it sloppy donkey dick. That way everyone can get a bit of sloppy donkey dick.
I would, but there are actually censors in the game that will stop me from actually having that as the name. And even if I can use like special characters to bypass the thing, it's gonna get reported, disbanded, or the name's gonna be forced to change. So,
What about sloppy donkey Richard?
That could work.
yeah, huh? You clever fag. Oh my god. So, Lags, did you end up hearing my dog joke?
The watchdog one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was here for it.
Oh god. No, I was seriously, I actually thought of that like on the way home like 5 hours ago. Probably sooner than that. Oh my god.
I watched a Jim Sterling video on copyright
Oh. Strong
Copy-
as AIDS.
copyright deadlock, and he accidentally stumbled. Well, not like really accidentally, but kind of accidentally stumbled on a way of avoiding, say, if you get a copyright claim, of the claimant getting the AdSense revenue if you put adverts on your video or put adverts on your video, and it's by having multiple things that you know that would be copyright claimed, like Grand Theft Auto or music or Nintendo products. So you get multiple claims, so no one can actually get the revenue from the adverts. Can't put the adverts on it.
Huh. So instead of having the system screw you, you screw the system.
Yeah,
That's fucking awesome. Oh
Call it
my
like-
god.
He called it copyright deadlock because multiple companies have got the claim on the video. If one tries to monetize the video, they can't.
If you want the claim, fight to the death. Okay, so Legs, I don't know why I'm doing this, but after 7 months, I'm gonna do my first run of Suffolk Halls, and good God, with my luck lately, if the Raven Lord rains drop, I might actually piss myself.
Oh, it's sweet when it finally drops.
Like, as a hell, I have. Let's see. I have the bird from Magister's Terrace, the Flame Talon, and Onyxia. So I am not hurting for rare mountain drops, but it would be nice to have that thing.
It's an addiction. I think my mount count was somewhere around 223, and I'm still
Well, shit.
going after them.
Mine's fucking 146. But you know what that means? Whatever mounts are introduced in Legion that are easy to get, that will help me get to my 150 mark and get that special mount. I think it's a green Firehawk. That's pretty fucking badass.
The Soyamok on YouTube, on the YouTube chat, said talk about CS:GO.
How about CS go away?
Do either of you actually play CS:GO?
I've
thought about
actually
it.
never played it in my life. I have not never. I actually considered installing the Nexon Zombies thing for it, but then I read the reviews, so yeah.
And the Hobo Sonic says, did he hear about H3 getting sued?
I did actually. Oh my god! Funny thing about that, I actually heard about that in trade chat. Go fucking figure. Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
No, trade chat's been kind of scary as of late. I mean, like, it's been for 10 hours out of the day, it's been filled with with people either loving Trump, hating Trump, blowing smoke up Bernie's ass, taking down Hillary, and the shit posters who try to blow smoke up Hillary's ass.
So wouldn't that be Bill Clinton smoking a cigar?
All I know is as soon as this fucking shitstorm's over, trade chat will be back to as close to normal as it will ever fucking get, because trade chat is by no means normal. But to be fair, it is nowhere near Baron's chat. So rip.
Trade chat is
Rest in
mostly
peace, Baron's
people
chat.
attacking your mom.
Please stay dead. Baron's chat was. Oh.
Anyone who's watching, is there anything you wanna ask us within the last 10 minutes of the stream?
Sure, go ahead. Yeah, sure, why not? A fucking Q&A.
I'll do my best.
I am an open book. So, speaking of open books, I should really keep reading God Is Not Great. I got it for Christmas. And I've read like fucking 10 pages. So, but granted, I've been busy as fuck. So. Ooh, God. Tired. Yep, I've been up for 12 hours now. Feels good.
You know it's bad when you start hallucinating that you hear music.
Yeah, although, you know what's really bad? One time, my medication got mixed up when I was in fucking, I think it was like, I was 17, and I accidentally took the pill I was supposed to take in the morning at night, and I was up for 48 hours, and 40 hours in, I was hearing, like, at one point I was home alone. I was hearing, like, and all the windows are closed, by the way. I was hearing shit that clearly wasn't even there. So, yeah.
I,
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm
So
sure.
just snuck into your house and been living in your house.
Oh, Jesus.
No, Otter Jesus is not here at the moment.
Well played.
oh, I did the 48 hours thing once just to see if I could do it, and oh god, it was the same thing. I hallucinated that I was hearing music. It's like, I better go to bed before I die.
I tried staying up
Oh,
as long as I could, and
so,
the
like,
longest
you know
I
what's really depressing? Looking through all the rogue loot in in the BC in the BC dungeons for Akanai or Auchendoon. Most of the gear, both heroic and normal, looks like garbage. It's pretty sad. The only
I
passable okay gear is like one helmet, maybe, and then there's the Ravenlord reins, and that's it. Pretty sad. Oh, so earlier I was running, fuck, what was it? I was running, and no, Datchet, I'm not gonna say I was running from a cop carrying Skittles and iced tea, but yeah. uh, I was running. I think it was shit. Uh, I was running a really old dungeon, like I think like level 60 or so. So like vanilla and mini Mind Slayer drops. So hopefully that sucker sells for a lot.
and the Spearmilk once stayed awake for 11 days straight, and he then went to nurse at his college, and she didn't believe him. And I think you can stay awake for 14 days before
You die.
you die.
So that
Jeez.
wait a minute. What if what if that was the actual premise behind the 28 days later films? 14
Whatever.
hours and then 28 and then 14 days and then 28 days. It's a reach, but god damn it, I was trying.
I have a brother. I think he has like Asperger's or whatever it is. That I think it's not severe, but it is a bit on the severe side. But he only needed when we were younger, like he'd sleep for like 2 hours and then he'd wake up and be perfectly fine, which obviously is not good for you in the long run
That
because
is crazy.
it's not good for you in the long run because
And I can
I think
testify to that.
the minimum that a human needs to survive is 4 hours sleep.
Right? That's usually what I get. So,
So yeah, he got told off once by
oh
me
god.
foster mom.
And Suffolk Halls is doing the exact same thing as Firelands now. You must be level 63 to enter. Set to a level 100. So it appears, although that's really screwy because it didn't do that shit for Ice Crown.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
So it's doing it for shit from BC and Cataclysm, but not Ice Crown. What the hell? Yeah, I'll definitely need to have a lengthy chat with the GM about that one.
Yeah, there's something going on there. Something bad.
Yep. Oh, speaking of bad things, so I was in Stormwind earlier today, and I saw someone just like kneeling down. I went over to their debuffs and just hovered over. I saw silenced. Can only talk to a game master.
Uh-oh.
So, and the general consensus around the forums, even though, by the way, I fucking hate the forums because they are toxic garbage most of the time, the general consensus is it's a gold seller being frozen in place and silenced until they can be confirmed as a gold seller and punished for it.
Nice.
So what? You can only talk to a game master.
Simply because they're in trouble for trying to sell gold in the game.
Yeah, so you get one last chance to try and talk yourself out of, getting banned.
And if you don't have a silver tongue, goodbye. And if you try to come back, insta-ban over and over and over and over. So, they're most games have a shitty punishment system which can easily be duped or avoided or just like waited out. But yeah, I mean Warcraft's pretty consistent. First, I believe the first thing is a warning, and then it's like a few hours, and then a day, 3 days, a week, a month, 2 months, 3 months, and then a year, I believe, and then
Permanent.
and then just and then just banned for life. But I think if you don't do anything for 6 months, your entire record resets, and that's lucky for me because I was gone for 7. So whatever I did in 2015 or 14 or whatever, all of it stricken from the record, and I only have a warning to my name.
You can
Now
have a
that I
depression.
like.
Well, you can have a depression coma. Is that a real thing?
What?
Oh,
No.
sorry, I'm up in the Google chat. I mean, group chat. No, I mean YouTube chat. So you had a depression coma and slept for a week.
Shit, man. So, yeah, so that's my notification sound whenever I get a text. Mila saying, "You can't stump the Trump, darling." I love that.
That's so gay.
I like it though. And since I'm being honest with you guys, so this is my fucking ringtone. For fuck's sake. Well, yeah, there we go. So, let's see, turned up.
That shit is illegal. Donald Trump build a wall. Donald Trump for us all. Donald Trump make America great again, make it great for us all. If you wanna come, you gotta come legally. If you wanna
Oh, God. Oh, that's better. Wow, so basically half a day of doing old dungeons and raids, and the best shit I've gotten is I got I got the headpiece and the hands from Mount Hyjal, so that would be Cataclysm.
Yep.
They actually don't look too bad. One looks like it would probably be a piece for for, I want to say, a warlock, but it's for a rogue, which makes no sense. Unless your rogue's just like a cocky, like, look at me while I kill you kind of douche, but it's okay, I guess.
Yeah, if that's the helmet I remember, it's like a freaking head on top of your head. It's all weird looking.
No, okay, this is one reason
The Hunter one was bad.
I hate not having a goblin right now, because with goblins you can just hit a button and a banker appears. Fuck's sake.
A goblin.
Oh god.
Yeah, the Hunter helmet from that area was great because it was actually just one of the
That's
bosses'
my
face.
favorite set from
That was it. You were wearing his face as a helmet.
From Hydro. The one for warlocks. That hood is just okay. To pull Roger from American Dad, that hood. Oh my god! Oh my god! That hood! Oh my god! That hood. It is just. I believe it's called the Void Hood. Fuck, that's cool. Actually, Legs, I will link you the. Let's see. Link you the headpiece from it. Let's see. Let's see. That's level. Oh yeah, no, level 70 actually. Yeah, so that one. That certainly does not look like a headpiece for a rogue, does it?
Oh wait, yeah, okay. Now I remember this one. Okay, yeah, that was something. It's got teeth.
It's definitely unique. Although there's something just like it for a warlock. So, yeah. What I can't wait to get from the raids I do tomorrow and tonight, fist weapons. Because dude, some of the models for a lot of fist weapons are just, oh my god, they're amazing. Well, one
It's
I don't even have to mention, but I will. Blade Fist, and then there's and there's like some of the like the what the spiked hands, and then I believe from an old raid there's like a wolf fist. Fucking hell. Oh god. Mm. Well, gents, I'm gonna call it a day. It's been a long one.
yeah, we should probably just stop boring everybody with our crazy WoW talk.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think you're right there.
yeah, you nerds need to stop talking about WoW. My turn.
Mm.
Anyway, it's been nice talking to you all.
Thank you for watching.
If you like the stream, please like, comment, and subscribe if you like watching the Hug Patrol. Share on Twitter or with your enemies, and see you all another time. Okay,
Bye.
Later, folks.
bye.